to the Dally Diaries, or welcome if it's your first time. Kristel here. I'm so glad you found me. We today are doing just a little bit of a hanging out, playing with some makeup. I've got a new eyeshadow that I want to use from Charlotte Tilbury. It is one of the Hypnotising pop shots in Ultraviolet. And so we're gonna whack this on the lids. I've also got Kissing Lippy from Charlotte Tilbury I wanna put on. I'm probably gonna use this Haus Labs highlighter, although I've gotta say, I also have the Avatar highlighter in front of me from Lethal Cosmetics, and I haven't used this one for a while and it's kind of calling to me. So we'll see. Anyway, we're gonna use a bunch of fun stuff on my face today just to put some makeup on. I'm actually going camping later, so I'll probably be a little bit more glam than I would normally be, but who cares? Let's live this life. We only get one, right? Okay. If that sounds good, just stay where you are. We're going to dive on in. Billy Bowie, my cavoodle, is also next to me. As always, when I film a video, he's the best. He just comes and sits down and gets ready for the action. Now, this Ultraviolet eyeshadow is definitely a more cool tone than I normally wear on my eyes, but it's so beautiful. So that is the swatch right there. Just build it up a little bit more, because you definitely can. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous from Charlotte Tilbury. Love that. I also picked up the Pillow Talk Diamonds Diamond Dimension eyeshadow, and I used that in my last video, which I actually recorded yesterday. And if you have seen it, if I've got that up already, it was a little bit of an emotional wreck. So there you go. They're the two ones I've picked up. Got them in the Black Friday sales. So today, I promise not to cry, unless I'm overjoyed with how amazing my makeup looks. I think for the base, I brought two eyeshadow sticks with me because, you know, I'm obsessed with eyeshadow sticks at this point. I've got the Victoria Beckham one that I picked up while I was overseas. I think I got it in London, but I never wear it. And then I've got one of the most glorious eyeshadow sticks of all time from Vieve. So I've got these two that I'm thinking of using as a base. The eyeshadow is going to be very similar to the Victoria Beckham. All right, well, if I go down that path, I'm torn between doing like a mix of warm and cool tones or just going cool tone. If I go down the warm path, I can probably use this pink Amethyst highlighter on my cheeks from Haus Labs, whereas if I go the cool path, I'm definitely going to need to use the Avatar highlighter, which is also spectacular, to be fair. I'm gonna do both eyeshadow sticks. This could be a massive mistake, I'm not sure, but let's just see, because, you know, I'm only going to be hanging out in a tent later today, so it really doesn't matter. All right, so what I'm gonna do is take the Vieve shadow stick in Rose. Let me just zoom you in a tad first, I think. And I'm gonna place that kind of around the outer third of my eye. I'm just taking a rougher to blend that. So where I go camping is a little place called Victor Harbor. Well, it's a town. It's not actually that little anymore. And it's on the Fleurieu Peninsula in South Australia. And you know what? South Australia is a beautiful state in Australia. And it's really frustrating for people who live here and love it and know how amazing it is when a lot of people who haven't been here are like, oh, what do you want to go to South Australia for? What do you want to go to Adelaide for? It is a beautiful city. We were the first freely settled city in Australia. So the rest of Australia was initially settled by convicts, because a lot of these convicts were just like, you know, they stole bread and they got deported, which is just insane. But anyway, we've got that kind of rebellious edge about us still, I think, as Aussies. But it's also the way that it was designed is it is surrounded by green parkland. So it's a really beautiful place. We have stunning beaches, stunning coastlines. We have beautiful wineries, beautiful hills. Our food scene is so good. We're so lucky here. There's just so much to love about Adelaide. And it's also the home to many, many arts festivals. We are notorious for having our Fringe Festival in March. They call it Mad March because so many things happen then. This is the Victoria Beckham one now. where things get crazy. But we also have festivals all year round. Through winter, all year we have arts festivals. So if you're an arts lover, it's a really good place to be. And of course we have sports as well. Okay, so this is an interesting combo. See how we go. Kind of into it. And it's just a beautiful city. And I just feel frustrated when people that haven't been here are like, oh, what do you want to go there for? Usually our cousins from New South Wales or Victoria that haven't been here, that are the ones that say that, because everyone that has been here thinks it's beautiful, and it is. So yeah, that's a tangent. But anyway, Victor Harbour's really lovely where I'm going. Super windy though, a lot of the time. So I'm gonna be wearing my trackies and rugging up. And I think I'm gonna use this on the lower lash line. I'm really enjoying, actually, lately I've been down a bit of a rabbit hole of watching international tourists who come to Adelaide and have made YouTube videos about it, and just, you know, saying how much they've enjoyed it and that it's really underrated. If you're an Australian and you haven't been here, come on, come visit. It's so beautiful here. I'm so passionate about it. You know, if you've been here before, that my passion in life is to travel. And I have traveled quite extensively, you know, across the States and Europe and different, like Vanuatu, just a bunch of different places all over the world. I've done a lot of countries in Europe and I love it. I love it so much. But I love coming home too, because Adelaide's gorgeous. So I'm basically just doing the same thing on the bottom that I did on the top. Cool, okay. And then I'm just gonna use my finger to apply the Charlotte. Oh my gosh, I watched the, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Oh, I can't even focus because it's so beautiful. Oh, that's so pretty. I watched the Royal Variety Gala on Christmas night. I watched it on, it's on ABC iView. If you're in Australia, you can catch it up. And man, it blew my mind. Some of those acts were absolutely incredible. There was a performance of Oliver from the cast. There's a new Oliver show in London and they blew my mind. They were phenomenal singers and dancers and actors, and I was just like, this is incredible. So if you want something really cool to watch, the Royal Variety Gala was really good. A couple of fun comedians on there too. This is stunning. Now, I love my indie makeup brands because obviously that's normally where you get the best eyeshadows. But I will say, Charlotte has really nailed this. It's so pretty. And also, one of my favorite liquid eyeliners of all time is from Charlotte Tilbury, and it is the Pillow Talk Crystal Dimension liquid eyeliner, which has a flip to it. And it has a really impressive flip to it. It's a beautiful eyeliner. If I didn't know better, I would have thought that that eyeliner was made by an indie makeup brand. And honestly, this eyeshadow is just as gorgeous. That is so beautiful. It's really making the green in my eyes pop as well. I'm so impressed by that. I'm just gonna take the same brush that I used with the eyeshadow crayon and just soften out blend out those edges a little bit. Beautiful. I'm definitely coping better today than I was in the video that I recorded yesterday, which you probably won't see for a little while because I'll be camping. So I'm gonna take my laptop with me to do some editing, but I want to take Billy out for lots of fun strolls because the caravan park is right on the beachfront, and just like really try and have some wellness and try and rest. I'm so bad at doing nothing. It's really like, because I think my anxiety and my depression and my overthinking kicks in. So I've always been a little bit scared of kind of stopping. I've always done a million things my entire life since I was a small child, but I'm going to try. And my parents will be there with their caravan, and I'll take my tent down. They'll stay down there for ages and I'll just come and go because I've got appointments back here with my cardiologist and my neurologist and have an infusion for my migraines. I'm going in now with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Vice. I haven't used this for a while actually, but I think this would be cool. Yeah, I do like this eyeliner. It's a really nice color. Quite a unique purple. So how are you? Are you on holidays? I know it depends where you are in the world as to how much time you get off over Christmas. For us in Australia, our schools, the longest break that we have is over Christmas. So I think it's like 6 weeks off of school. And I won't start uni until March, so they have even longer holidays. Whereas I know internationally, like in America, the longest break is in the middle of the year. It's a very pretty, creamy eyeliner. It just glides on beautifully. Yeah. I think it does have, does that have sparkles? It's metallic-y. It's really nice. Oh my gosh, as well, I've been scared to talk about this because, you know, it could change at any given moment, but we've clicked over 700 subscribers and that feels pretty cool. So thank you to everyone who's just joined the family recently. But also huge thank you to everyone who's been around for a while and has stuck with me through all my dribble. If you don't know, I am a qualified makeup artist, but you know, I haven't worked in the industry for quite some time because I currently work in radio. If you want to hear more about that, you can listen to me chatting in the last video. And I am going to uni next year to study, which I'm super excited about. I have endometriosis, stage 4, which I realized the other day, my first surgery for that was 11 years ago, and I've had quite a few since then, and I'm due for another one in February. But I sometimes chat about that. And if you have endo, man, I'm with you. I'm with you, baby. If there's any questions that you have that I can help you out with, don't ever be afraid to ask. I'll do my best. Just popping on my Tarte Opening Act Lash Primer right now. I'll pop some of these things straight in my makeup bag. I'm just taking very, very basic minimal makeup away with me. Because even though like I am camping, but I'm not like camping in the wilderness, I'll have electricity because I need to plug my heater in. I know that sounds crazy, but I am always cold, and it's because my thyroid is underactive and it's all part of the hormone stuff. But anyway, I'm always freezing. So it's like my one thing, I have to take my little blow heater with me when I go camping because it gets bloody cold at nighttime. And today I'm gonna use the Hourglass Unlocked Instant Extensions Mascara. And this was also one of the mascaras in my video that I did not that long ago, talking about my favorite mascaras for oily eyelids and smudgy eyelids. But I will say, since the invention of tubing mascaras, my life has changed. Majorly. Like, I used to always have mascara under my eyes. Always, always, always. And on my eyelids. No matter what. Tried a million different types. And then when tubing mascaras came along, everything changed. Now that might sound dramatic, but it's true. And you gotta take the little wins in life. Oh, I finally just finished watching season 2 of The Diplomat. I took a break because I was watching pretty much wall-to-wall Christmas movies for the last few weeks. Yeah, finally finished it. It's really good. If you haven't watched The Diplomat, it's an excellent show. It's really well written. Also, I just started watching Black Doves with Keira Knightley, and that's really good so far. And Ben Whishaw, who it totally just, I remembered last night, I was like, why does he sound so familiar? And then I was like, oh my gosh, because he's the voice of Paddington in the Paddington movies. He's playing a very different role in Black Doves. But also, can I just say how excited I am about going to see Paddington 3 when it comes out? Actually, I might go and see it while I'm away because the town that I'm going to has a really cute cinema. Do I have to steal someone's child so that I don't look like a weirdo? I have to borrow one of my friend's kids so I can go. Nah. I think the reason that we get old is because we stop doing kiddie things. And I don't think that only people with kids should be allowed to play. I think everyone needs to remember how to play. Why should we miss out? It's a very healthy thing to do. God, this mascara is so old and like, so it's kind of slightly clumpy because of that, but I mean, I'm talking years old, and I know you're supposed to get rid of mascaras after 6 months, but quite frankly, I'm not that flush with an income where I can buy an expensive mascara and throw it out, even though it's still working. So whatever, that's just me. All right, so that is the eyes done. I am loving that eyeshadow. Actually, that is not the eyes done. I want to put something in the inner corner. I did bring, just for a little treat, I've got the shade Fairy Floss here with me from Nikia Joy. It's one of her Chroma Shift pigments. I love these pigments so much more than I love like the normal pigments. I think the ones with the transparent or light base are they're just the ones that I actually use in my life as opposed to the darker ones, just because I have smaller eyes, so I prefer using lighter ones. So what I'm gonna do is dab a little bit of this in the corner of my eye. Oh, that's magic. My gosh, that is so perfect for this eyeshadow, the Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow. Wow, love that. I got Billy for Christmas it's like this big material log, and it has holes in it, and inside it has squirrels. So he's been loving digging the squirrels out of the holes in the log. It's great because no actual animals get harmed. We don't really have squirrels around here. It's more of an American English thing. Had some on the accommodation we're staying in London, actually. It's pretty cute. That's just beautiful. Oh, that's so pretty. All right, now what do I want to do for the blush and highlighter stitch? This is an interesting one. I could still go for the Haus Labs one, and it is new, so I thought I would try and show you what it looks like. So maybe let's do that first, and then I'll figure out what blush I want to put on. So I'm going to go in with the Mcgrath highlight hitter brush, and we'll see how we go. And if you watched my last video, I used the Fire Opal one of these, which has definitely got more of a base color to it. But this still on my skin does look like a blush topper, which is perfectly fine. And I knew that when I was ordering it, that that's how it would be on my fairer skin tone. It's definitely working. And that's really pretty. Did I swatch it for you? That's how it looks on my hand. And on my face. Okay, love that. It's really pretty. So for blush, I think I'm gonna roll with my Pat McGrath. What is this one? It's the Skin Fetish Divine Blush Duo in Divine Rose 2. It is smashed up, so I can't really, I don't even know how this happened. It just, yeah, it used to be so beautiful. But it's the duo. I'm gonna swirl my brush across both of those, I think, and use them together. Pretty. I think that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. I think that looks really nice. And do I want to put a little, oh yeah, got my Skin Dew here from Vieve. So I'll just pop a tiny bit on up here. So pretty. I'd like to give thanks to the goddess Vieve for creating such a beautiful highlighter. Stunning! All right, lips. I picked up a few new lip products actually. So I've got this absolute stunner from Nude by Nature, the lip gloss. I love this lip gloss. I've had it in the past and I've repurchased it. Actually, I think I bought it 2 times just recently. I don't know why I did that. I think I wanted to have one in each place. So this color is Rose, Soft Rose. Beautiful. I like this color a lot because I feel like it goes with pink things and red things. just brilliantly in between. So I really love that. I think I'll take that away with me anyway. And I also I picked up the Sigma lip gloss when they were having their Black Friday sale, and I bought a couple of brushes. This is Secret Garden. I just wish these had a little bit more pigment to them because I really like the formula. So that's Secret Garden. It is very pretty. It's got really pretty shimmer through it. And I do like the texture on my lips. And I also picked up the full size in Charlotte Tilbury's Kissing formula in 90s pink, because if you saw my swatching video of my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Iconic Lip Trio, I think that's what it's called, you would have seen that I really loved this shade. And so I thought I'd pick up the full size one. So I'll use the full size one at home, and then I can travel with the little itty bitty one. I think we're going to put this on because I do love it so much. And then I might put the Sigma gloss over the top. Ah, oh, so pretty. I love this shade. Okay, so that's what the lipstick looks like by itself. But I'm gonna go in with the Nude by Nature. That's pretty too, but do you know what? I don't know, I'm not vibing it. So I'm gonna take that off. It is nice though. Okay, so instead, let's just do the Nude by Nature gloss on its own. Oh yeah, that gloss is so nice. I think that looks nice, although I'm kind of curious to see what this Sigma one looks like over the top. This is just, there's a lot of lips happening. But this has a bit of shimmer to it, so. How long till it migrates to my teeth? Who knows? All right, I think we are done. I think that's the look. And that is how I will be going camping today. Let's zoom you out. As always, thank you so much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed this little video playing with some stuff. It's been really fun. I've had a good time. Hopefully you have too. This Rose Quartz, is that what it's called? No, Pink Amethyst. I'm just making names up. The Pink Amethyst highlighter from Haus Labs is really pretty. It definitely has like sparkle to it, but not glitter. And it's really pretty. I really like the way that looks on my skin, and I really liked the Fire Opal one as well. I really like this Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow too. That is beautiful. It's gorgeous. It definitely has that ultravioletness to it, and I'm really happy because I was worried I was going to be really disappointed with this eyeshadow. I thought maybe it was going to be really dry and not perform very well, not have much pigment to it or body to it, but it really does, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. So I'm really happy that I have that as well, and I can take that away with me just if I want a little touch of something special. So that's it, guys. Thanks so much for being here. I hope you'll consider subscribing before you leave. I might actually do some filming of my road trip and camping escapades, and maybe I'll chuck a little bonus video up at some point with all that stuff in it. Leave me a comment, leave me a like. Have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. I'll be back with you soon at the Dally Diaries. Much love. Bye. Billy says bye too.